Welcome to Cognition Chunks. This information is for entertainment only. I am not trained in philosophy. Is this useful? Is this nonsense? Join me as I attempt to learn from GPT. Here is Eureka! Epochs. Understanding the Origins of Philosophy by GPT. Part 4. Philosophy in Transition. Chapter 11. The Enlightenment and the Rise of Modern Philosophy. Section A. The shift towards empiricism and rationalism. The shift towards empiricism and rationalism in the 17th and 18th centuries marked a profound transformation in the intellectual landscape of Europe, fundamentally altering approaches to knowledge, science, and philosophy. This period, often referred to as the Age of Enlightenment, saw a move away from the reliance on authority, tradition, and speculative reasoning towards a more critical, evidence-based, and systematic exploration of the natural world and human cognition. Empiricism. Foundations. Empiricism emphasizes knowledge derived from sensory experience and observation as the basis for understanding the world. This approach challenged the dominant scholastic and Aristotelian views that placed a heavier emphasis on deduction and the authority of ancient texts. Key figures. John Locke. Often considered the father of modern empiricism, Locke argued in his essay concerning human understanding that the mind at birth is a tabula rasa, blank slate, and that all knowledge comes from experience. George Berkeley. Berkeley advanced empiricism with a subjective idealist twist, proposing that material objects exist only insofar as they are perceived by the senses. David Hume. Hume took empiricism to its logical conclusions, critiquing the notions of causality and personal identity and emphasizing the role of custom and habit in human understanding. Impact. Empiricism led to the development of modern scientific methods, which rely on observation, experimentation, and the formulation of hypotheses grounded in empirical data. Rationalism. Foundations. Rationalism asserts that reason, independent of experience, is a fundamental source of knowledge. Rationalists argue that certain concepts and truths are innate and can be known through intellectual deduction. Key figures. René Descartes. Descartes is known for his method of systematic doubt and the cogito argument, I think, therefore I am, positing that while sensory experiences can be doubted, the existence of the thinking self is certain. Baruch Spinoza. Spinoza developed a systematic philosophy that viewed God and nature as two names for a single, underlying reality, knowable through reason. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. Leibniz introduced the concept of monads and pre-established harmony, asserting that the universe is composed of simple substances known as monads, which are not directly influenced by each other but are synchronized by God. Impact. Rationalism influenced the development of deductive reasoning, formal logic, and mathematics, shaping philosophical discourse and scientific inquiry. Convergence and debate. The Empiricism-Rationalism debate. The tension between empiricist and rationalist viewpoints sparked vigorous philosophical debates about the sources and limits of human knowledge, the nature of ideas and concepts, and the reliability of sensory perception. Synthesis and legacy. The ideas of empiricism and rationalism were eventually synthesized by later philosophers, most notably Immanuel Kant, who argued that while all knowledge begins with experience, not all knowledge arises from experience. Kant's critique of pure reason sought to bridge the gap between rationalism and empiricism by proposing a new framework for understanding how the mind structures experience. Conclusion. The shift towards empiricism and rationalism represented a pivotal moment in the history of thought, laying the foundations for the modern scientific method and profoundly influencing the development of philosophy. By emphasizing evidence, observation, and logical reasoning, these movements contributed to the Enlightenment's broader cultural and intellectual ethos, characterized by a deep faith in progress, human reason, and the pursuit of knowledge. Thank you for joining us for another Cognition Chunks. Please like and subscribe.